This is the topsoil I ordered. Already did 2 of those, but I ordered it. It's super good soil. It's just this clumpy, so I tried to screen it myself. It just takes too long. So what I'm gonna do is, even with all those clumps, I'm just gonna dump it and then till it, do a bunch of mounds and till it and then level it. Let's see how that goes. This is a lot of work, as I knew it was gonna be. So those are the mounds. So what I'm gonna have to do is till them in, and hopefully that I get rid of those big chunks like this, but super soft. So that's good soil. Most people I see online, they are doing sand, but it's already super sandy here. We live like 5 miles off the beach, for half a mile off the beach. So I still got like 4 more mounds to go. But this little tailor that I have is battery DeWalt, super good. But the problem is it doesn't take big batteries. But so I'm gonna till until the batteries die, then go do. I think I got 4 or 5 mounts left to put in. So when everybody runs out, I can start putting more mounts in and charge the batteries. It's about 15-minute run time with that tiller, but it really helps. So now I think I'm gonna, well, I have to do like 8 more of those hills. I gotta charge those batteries and start bringing more soil. But it don't only break the clumps, but it also kind of spread around. There's still a little bit of clumps here and there, but I'm just gonna run the detacher again, or the rake with the tractor, get rid of those bigger clumps. Or maybe they keep breaking later on. They break fairly easy. I should have bought a screen. After filling in all the mounds, I'm adding 2 pounds of Humichar per 1,000 square feet and a pound of Azomite per 1,000 square feet, just to keep building that soil up. This is the leveling setup. Already ran that, the pulling those tines with the tractor or the riding mower around. So let's see how this does. So this is the leveling rake, let's call it, that I made. So I used to pull from this side 2 hooks and then just pull it with a chain. But I started putting like a block here and it got too heavy and I didn't roll the ground, so it dug up, and I, instead of leveling, I was just looked a little more like I was plowing. So I pulled both hooks. So what I'm gonna do is put another, flip it so most of the weight is on the back, so it's a lighter pull, and then it's gonna go with this anchor styles on the other side and just use the same chain and pulley. See how that works. So behind is the pallet that I first used, and I started breaking. I didn't like it, so I just made this one. Let's see how it works. Kind of leveled it yesterday, watering last night. My leveling wooden rake, let's call it, plowed through this area. I guess after all the tilling that I did, I needed to roll it or use this thing first and then use that one. But now we know, so it was too heavy too. But anyway, got the cheapest 4 feet wide rake, but it came all crooked and all that stuff. So they couldn't find a top piece to send out, so I just made that out of wood. So now the problem with that is now I have doesn't go up and down, but hey, they refund me my money, so that one was free. Guess you get what you pay for, right? So I'm gonna push this around and then roll it and then come back again and modify the leveling wooden rig to get it all more flat. So let's go ahead and start with this thing. I ran that leveling rake around the whole yard. But I'm gonna have to wait till it dries a little bit so I can rake all that. Doesn't matter how many times I run that detacher thing. More of that. I think most of those are roots for all the dollar weeds that I had in here. They just keep coming and coming. But the good thing is, I think this is the Oasis Bermuda seed I planted last year as a trial. This thing keeps coming back and back and back. So hopefully I'm just gonna be using that same seed later this year. So that's exciting. So I know it likes it here, and I have not fertilized or done anything to this last year. I already did humichar and 10-10-10, biochar, being chicken poop and compost through the whole thing. So maybe that's what made it jump back, but I had not seen it like that good, but you spread it all across the yard. And I may just, if I'm doing all this work, may just get some masonry sand and level the whole darn thing with sand, and just, so much sandy, so I still don't know what to do. I'm gonna wait till it dries and just rake all those wheat roots up and see what I got there. Rake the whole back lawn, and all of that still came out, plus a little bit there. Plus I had filled already 2 of those. Hopefully that's it. I think that was the issue why I was having issues leveling it. It was all of that building up on top of from the level rake, and it was just pulling dirt instead of just leveling it good. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm not gonna put it on that one. I'm gonna throw that one away. I'm gonna start a compost pile, because that has good biochar and a bunch of other stuff I put on the backyard. I just don't want to throw it away. Try this again. I added another, I think it's another 8 cubic feet of black cow and mushroom compost, pulling without a brick. This time I put the heavier part on the back. Pretty pleased with how it came out. I think I'm gonna be ready for seed. So I'm seeding in 3 weeks. Probably I do another top dressing with sand and mushroom compost mixed together, just to get a little bit nicer level. And then here is where that full house is gonna go. So I probably do another just sand top dress leveling here. And I'm almost ready. Super exciting.